Namaste. Welcome to Samskrita Mitra. We've all heard the famous words, "What's in a name?" A name is something that distinguishes a person from everyone else and gives one an identity. We Hindus have a tradition of selecting names that are pleasant, have auspicious meanings, and are culturally significant. Names in India are chosen carefully and have specific meanings. Since Sanskrit is a root language for many Indian languages, we find it in one way or other as a part of our names. Our names are largely influenced by our gods and goddesses and mythological characters. Each deity has its own unique qualities, and parents name their children after these gods, hoping that the child would develop these characteristics. Over the next few videos, let us look at some popular names from Hindu mythology and some interesting stories behind their names. So, let us explore and understand Sanskrit behind the names of our gods. Since this is the first video in this series, we bring you stories behind the names of the god who is the first to be worshipped in all our rituals, Prathama Pujita, the most popular among all, Lord Ganesha. He is known by many names, and one of the names with which he is known as is Gajamukha, or the one with the face of an elephant. So, what's the story behind this name? It is believed that Devi Parvati carved out an idol of a boy out of turmeric smeared from her body. She breathed life into it, which was not known to Lord Shiva. So once, when Ganesha was guarding the house as Devi Parvati was having her bath, he denies entry to Shiva. Out of anger, Shiva cuts off the head of the boy. When Parvati asks Shiva to bring him back to life, Shiva finds an elephant head and attaches it to the body of the boy. And this is how he became Gajamukha, the one with the face of an elephant. He is also known as Gajanana, Gajavadana, or Gajananeti, which all mean the same. He is also known as Ganesha, which is a Sanskrit compound word, Gana, Isha. Gana means group and Esha is the leader or the master. Since Shiva chose him to be the leader of his Gana, his tribe, he is called Ganapati or Ganesha or Ganadhyaksha. He is also known as Ekadanta, and there are many interesting stories behind this name. When Maharshi Vyasa agrees to recite the Mahabharata, he puts out a condition that he will not stop reciting, and Ganapati, who was asked to write it down, should not stop while writing. And he also says that Ganesha would not merely write it, but understand each verse while writing. So the reciting and the writing begins, but when Ganesha is writing, the peacock feather which he is using to write breaks. But he had to continue writing, so he breaks one of his own tusks and continues writing. So this is how Mahabharata was written and how Ganesha got his name Ekadanta, the one with one tusk. There's one more story which says that when Ganesha was riding in the night on his rat, the moon laughs at him. Out of anger, Ganesha curses the moon, and at that time he throws a tusk at the moon, and he is left with only one tusk. There's one story which says that Parashurama cuts off one of the tusks of Ganesha as he was angry when Ganesha did not allow him to meet Shiva. Ganesha is also known as Vigneshwara or Vignaraja, which means the Lord of all obstacles, because he was blessed with a boon that he is an obstacle in the path of evil. He is also known as Vignaharta, the destroyer of all obstacles, as he is the destroyer of all obstacles for the people who pray to him. He is also known as Vinayaka, which again when broken down in Sanskrit means Nayakena Vina, the one without anyone above him. He is also known as Mushikavahana, the one who rides the rat. Buddhinata, known for his wisdom. Lambakarna, the one with large ears. Lambodhara, the one with a big belly. Mangala Murti, the most auspicious one. Ganesha is known by many names. Ganesha Ashtottara Shatanamavali gives you 108 names of Lord Ganesha and the meanings of all these names. Let us worship him by any name, but it is good to understand the stories behind these names. Do let us know in your comments if you know any interesting stories behind the names of Lord Ganesha. Let us introduce these stories to our kids, the next generation, and let them understand and appreciate how wonderful our mythological characters are and our rich Hindu tradition is. Thank you for watching. See you next time when we bring you one more character from Hindu mythology and some interesting stories behind these names. This is Sukrita Molgund. Namaste.